com and on KSFL TV in Sioux Falls. Don't forget about the app, WDAY+. Sam Getzinger filling in for Dom this week, and as we wrap up another fun week of the show, want to welcome in our next guest. We just talked about where college football is going to be at the FBS level and the FCS level not too long ago. The recruiting trail continues to be hot, and we've talked a lot about NDSU recruits over the last couple of days. Now let's talk a little bit about UND football. Griffin Broderick joins us from Minot. He's not there right now, but he just committed to the University of North Dakota. Griffin, how you doing? Where are you joining us from, and how was your 4th of July?
Good. I'm in Minneapolis right now, celebrating the 4th with some family. So it's been nice. Enjoy the lake a little bit, do a little golfing. Excited.
That's good. Oh, I'm glad you can get away, because I imagine once you made this announcement that you were going to UND, things got pretty crazy. I'm sure your phone was blowing off the hook, huh?
Yeah, I was pretty busy.
How is this support been? Because you said you told me while we were in the break that kind of today things are quieting down a little bit. Has it been just a whirlwind of emotions trying to figure out where you wanted to go? And now that you've made your decision and a lot of people have reached out, what has the last couple of weeks been like for you?
Yeah, it's kind of a whirlwind during the summer, just really figuring out where I wanted to be at, what was home. Then towards the end, I really started figuring out that UND is the place for me. Support's been great through my family, through my friends, even through the other coaches that have been recruiting me. They've been supporting me the whole way. They've been cheering me on, so it's been great.
So I was reading an article on you that's up on the Grand Forks Herald right now, and it sounds like that you have been a UND guy. Your family is a UND family ever since you were very young. Is that correct? And did that play a big role in why you wanted to go to the University of North Dakota?
Yeah, it didn't play as big of a role, but it was definitely something when most 90% of people are NDSU fans in the state. So
Yep.
yeah, it's definitely something. And actually, a couple of days ago, I just figured out that my aunt went to UND. So yeah, it was
No.
just kind of coincidence.
So the family ties continue to run.
Yeah,
When did they get on your radar, and what were the deciding factors that this was the place that you wanted to go to?
yeah. So I started talking to him the end of last June, after our team camp, and I built really good relationships with the coaches. You can tell they're putting in a lot of effort into the athletes, into the football program, and that they want to be a lot better than what they already are. So yeah, I just like that.
So you play for the Minot, the Magi, who just came off of a fantastic run. Tell me about this last season playing for Minot, winning a state championship. I imagine. Have you come down from that yet? Because that was
Yeah,
such a fun game.
yeah, no, I'm kind of still on cloud nine from that one. That season was amazing. It really was. It was just the bond we had with each other. Every teammate, we were all brothers. We continue to fight for one another, even when we're down. We weren't out of it, and it was great. I can't even put it in words how amazing that season was.
Run me through that state championship game, and I got some videos, so we're going to roll up the highlights, because that was such a fun game to be at. Playing Shanley, which is one of the, if not the top team in North Dakota at the time, and if I remember right, they got up on you pretty quick, but you guys never gave up. Go on to come back and win the game on a last-second field goal. Did you ever think that maybe their lead is a little bit too much, or did you know, hey, we're going to make a run in this game?
No, I always thought we were gonna stay in it. I know all of our guys thought the same thing too. So it's funny. Before the game, Hendershot kind of pointed at we were in the gym and he pointed at the banner and he said, "History doesn't repeat itself, but it often rhymes." And the game earlier, we were down the same amount at halftime, and we came back from that and just kind of like one of our teammates pointed that out. Is like, yeah, we've been here before. Like it's nothing serious. We can come back from it, and yeah, it's kind of what we did.
I know that must feel like a lifetime ago. We're watching the clips of that game right now. It does feel like a long time ago, but it was such a memorable game this last season. So you've been splitting some time in your high school career at linebacker and running back. Is running back what you're going to do in Grand Forks?
Yep. Yep, that'll be a running back at UND.
Okay, is that your go-to position, or do you wish that you could still be playing linebacker in the college level?
Yeah, no, I think running back's my go-to. I'm really happy playing wherever at the college level, but yeah, I like running back the most, I'll say.
So what kind of a running back are you? What kind of player is Grand Forks going to get?
Um, Definitely a power back. I think I have a decent amount of speed once I'm in that college training program. They're gonna get me right, and yeah, they're gonna expect a physical running back who's not afraid of low contact.
Well, that's always a good sign, and I'm sure UND fans are going to be very excited to hear that. This class of 2025, North Dakota State's got a big one. UND's got a big one. Have you been speaking to the class of 2025 for the Fighting Hawks at all, or are you just kind of off on your own terms?
Yeah, I've talked to a couple of them. Not even some upperclassmen that are going to UND right now, but yeah, I've talked to a couple of the class of 25. I'm excited. They're all great guys. I'm excited to build a bond with them there.
You got any former teammates at UND? I should have checked beforehand, but is there anybody that's there right now that you kind of got connections to in the program?
There is not actually.
Okay, so you're going into it in a dry face. What was there?
Yep.
What was there any other teams that was also in the mix in your final decision process? Were there quite a few teams that were recruiting you?
Yeah, the finals were probably they're going to be NDSU and Nebraska. Um, but yeah, there's a couple others recruiting me, but
Okay,
yeah, those are the final three.
so the University of Nebraska.
Yep.
Wow. So to turn them down to go to UND, that says a lot for the Fighting Hawks program, which is super cool.
Yeah.
This summer, what are your plans this summer? Getting ready for the next high school football season, and what are your goals for Minot this upcoming year?
Yeah, I think the team's just going to keep grinding the weight room. We have a good program. It's helped a lot throughout the years, so we'll do that. Get us right for the season. Going into fall camp, we'll just clean up everything, get everything right, and obviously the goal is another championship. But we'll just take that step by step, game by game at a time, and see what happens.
Absolutely. You told me during the break about your golf game. We were talking with some golfers earlier. How you been playing this summer? I'm curious.
Yeah, it's been up and down, but past few weeks it's been pretty good. It's close. Shot par was about a 6 foot putt from breaking par and lipped out. So
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I think you got to join that Minot golf team and lead them to a state tournament here soon. All right, man. Hey, I appreciate you coming on. Griffin Broderick joining us from Minot High School, UND football commit. We'll let you go enjoy this holiday with your family, but thank you for coming on. Congrats on your commitment, and wish you the best luck this senior year coming up and as you go on to college.
thank you.
All right, Griffin Broderick joining us on this Friday morning edition of Hot Mike on WDAY extrainform.com and on KSFL TV in Sioux Falls. So this recruiting class right now is up to 15 guys for the class of 2025 for the Fighting Hawks. Griffin is the second prospect out of North Dakota, the other one being Carter Peterson, who is a tight end from Thompson. He is also the second running back in this class of 2025. Charles Langama from Maple Grove, very good running back out of the Twin Cities area, is joining this class as well. We told you a couple of weeks ago, Sestalo from Osakis, which is a team that we've covered on our networks of WDAY, whether it be for Game of the Week or for a section final game. He is a 6'6" wide receiver, if I remember correctly. So that's going to be a big weapon for UND after he progresses a little bit more. They have another wide receiver in Carter Paps from Kansas, Grant Tylutke from Rocori, which is consistently a top football program in Minnesota. He will play cornerback. We spoken to Owen Thielgis on this show, a Moorhead Spud who has committed to the University of North Dakota. He will play safety. So he is joining this class of 2025, and they also have picked up a couple of other players as well. There's an article up on the Grand Forks Herald if you want to catch up more on Griffin and about this class going into to UND. But very cool to hear from him and his thoughts on coming on the show and committing to the Fighting Hawks. All right, we're due for another break. We'll step aside, catch our breaths. When we come back, we're talking Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest, because that wrapped up yesterday. It was Joey Chestnut free hot dog eating contest, but he made some big waves yesterday, even though he wasn't in New York. So we'll talk about that, get you ready for the weekend, and put a bow on this Friday morning when we come back on Hot Mics.